Hello, so by popular demand I'm going to give a little introduction to singing of psalms. The psalms, which are an integral part of, well, in fact all Western liturgies, going back to the very earliest times, are also an important part of the Anglican evensong and compline traditions. So we're going to sing two different types of psalm in our course. One is to plain chant and one is to what we call Anglican chant, which is a harmonised form of chanting. The plain chant is perhaps a little bit easier to explain, so we'll start with that. And you need to get the most out of this to turn to your music pack and find Psalm 43, first of all. The one which begins, "Give sentence with me, O God, and defend my cause." So you'll see here that we've got a notation which has 4 stave lines rather than 5. That doesn't really mean anything at all, except that you just don't need 5 stave lines for this music. There's just not enough range in of the notes. You see then a C clef there, and that indicates that well, a notional middle C comes on the 3rd line up. In fact, it doesn't need to be, it could be a movable C. Best actually to be thinking about it in these terms, that line which the clef has on it, the distance between that line and the note underneath it, the space underneath it, is always a semitone. So if you know the solfege system, it'll be do, re, it'll be the mi, fa will be the space below the line to the line on which the clef appears. So anyway, if we were to take our starting note as a G, the tune would go like this. La 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 la. Can you hear that semitone just from the clef line to the space below? La 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 la. So that's our tune. Yeah, probably the best way actually of preparing these, if you feel the need to prepare them, is to read through the words first, and read them aloud, because actually we tend to want psalm chanting to sound to be articulated in more or less the same pace as speech. Give sentence with me, O God, and defend my cause against the ungodly people. O deliver me from the deceitful and wicked man. Okay? So, and then we just put the notes to it. Give sentence with me, O God, and defend my cause against the ungodly people. O deliver me from the deceitful and wicked man. Yeah? And you see at the end of the line, each line, there's a little squiggle, which is known as the kustos, and that's a very useful thing just to tell you what the pitch of the next note is. It is not to be sung. I have heard people attempt to sing that squiggle in the past. It's not to be sung. So, why don't we do verse 2? For thou art the God of my strength, why hast thou put me from thee? And why go I so heavily while the enemy oppresseth me? Okay, so I think that's fairly straightforward. Worth having a look at in advance just to get used to the language and get used to its pacing. Much more tricky, I think, and I know that lots of people find this difficult at first, is the type of chanting, psalm chanting, which we call Anglican chant. So I now need you to look at Psalm 75. And for Psalm 75, you'll see, first of all, that there is a tune in 4-part harmony, which goes like this. So the first thing to do with this is actually just to get to know know the chant, whatever part you're in. So it's la, maybe to la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. And really what we need to do is to get into a position where that's pretty much, you just remember that, just like a hymn tune. Yeah? So if you were the bass, la, 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 and so on. Yeah. Next thing is, it's quite useful as a means of sort of memorizing this, is to put words, simple words, and use numbers. So we go up to 10, and then we come back from 10 to 1, like this. I'll sing the bass part this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah? Now we're ready to put in the words. Now, our tune is divided into bars, and so is our text. The bar lines are indicated by those little strokes. So we have unto thee, O God, do, and then bar line, we give, bar line, thanks, break. Yea unto, bar line, thee do, bar line, we give, bar line, thanks. Yeah? And those bar lines coordinate with the bar lines in the tune. So it goes like this. Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. Yea, unto thee do we give thanks. We can carry on. Thy name also is so nigh, and that to thy wondrous word. And that's, oh, I'm sorry, I should do that again. And that to thy wondrous works declare. Trying to sing and play at the same time. Okay, so, good. There, I think there's really no problem with deciding where to move syllables. So, you have all your reciting on the first note of each quarter. Unto thee, O God, do, and then you move. Yea unto, and then you move. Thy, at the beginning of verse 2, thy name also, and then you move. And that's do thy. The more complicated thing is how do you allocate syllables after that to notes. Now in those two verses that we've just done, there is no problem, because there are just exactly the right number of syllables to notes. So, unto thee, O God, do. Now the next bar has 2 notes and 2 syllables. We give thanks. And then the next one. Yea unto, 2 syllables, 2 notes. Thee do, 2 syllables to 2 notes. We give thanks, and so on. Same with verse 2. However, we will come to occasions when there's more than 2 syllables. Look at verse 4, for instance. The earth is weak, and all the in, bar line, habiters there, bar line of. So we've got 4 syllables this time. Now in those situations, the default solution is to move on the very final syllable. So that will be inhabiters there. That will be the one that you move on. So it will be the earth is weak and all the inhabitants thereof. Or actually, because the sopranos have the same note anyway, it doesn't really matter. But if you were a bass, it would matter. The earth is weak and all the inhabitants thereof. Yeah? You wait for the last syllable. Now, if there's any doubt in your mind about that, what I suggest you do is put a dot before that final syllable, before the syllable that you have to move on. Yeah? Now, there's probably other examples. Yes, verse 6. So, set not up your horn on high, that's all fine, and speak not with a stiff neck, or if you were the bass, and speak not with a stiff neck. Move on the word stiff. So put a dot before that stiff if necessary. Sometimes you'll find that the editor has put in a dot for you, and that will be on those occasions when the editor wants you to override the default and maybe change your note, two syllables before the end of the bar rather than one. But there's actually no occasions in this psalm where that happens. So there is one crazy verse here, and that's verse 7. In this verse, it's so crazy that we're referred to the bottom of the page, and it's all written out for you. So it goes like this. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor yet from the south. Okay? Shall we try that one more time? For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor yet from the south. So you just follow the words and their alignment with the notes. Okay, so that's Psalm 75. Shall we just have another look at the other psalm that we're doing from Anglican chant, and that is Psalm 119, verses 81 to 88. 119 has loads of verses, and all those verses are chopped up into groups of 16. And in fact, we're doing just one subsection of that, verses 81 to 88. Now, the actual tune for this is on the previous page. You'll see that, and it goes like this. Process of learning that, just sort of almost committing it to memory, and then do a few verses. Let's have a go. My soul hath longed for thy salvation, and I have a good hope because of thy word. Mine eyes long sore for thy word, saying, what does he say? Oh yes, saying, oh, when wilt thou comfort me? Lost my place there briefly, so it is quite hard. And then, for I am become like a bottle in the smoke. I don't think there's anything here that I've not covered, at least technically, that I've not covered in the previous psalm. So again, look through the tune, get to know it, and then read through the words out loud, I suggest, before putting the two together. So good luck, and I look forward to working on these with you in a few weeks' time.